This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vitstum Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling. With 4 late model rigs, they have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, see our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bankenride today. Perftech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced Insulation and Coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced Insulation and Coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vitstum Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling. With 4 late model rigs, they have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, see our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Office for Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, the freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon today. Perftech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced Insulation and Coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced Insulation and Coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vitstum Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling. With 4 late model rigs, they have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value.
And welcome to Abilene as the Hayes High Indians get set to take on the undefeated Abilene Cowboys in week number 2 of district play and week number 8 of the 2015 football season. I'm Dustin Armbruster along with Kurt David and Harrison for ECTV and HayesPost.com. Hayes High at 2-5 and 0-1 in district play take on an Abilene team that is undefeated and 1-0 in district play this year. Hayes High is in virtually a must-win situation. The Hayes High Indians on the road in their white uniforms, maroon pants, and maroon helmet. Abilene will be in their home orange, all orange, including helmets and white numbers. Your uniform update is brought to you by Phase 2. Big thanks to Phase 2 for providing game day apparel for our broadcast, quick turnaround, and an in-house graphic design department ready to help your team, and they have game day items in stock as well. Phase 2, just off of Vine on East 22nd Street in Hayes. The Hayes High Indians will be getting the football first. Here's your starting lineups for the Indians. Left tackle is Jake Gahn, a senior. Left guard is Dylan Flaler, a junior. And the center is Braden Delzide, a senior. Right guard is Chance Brungart, a junior. And the right tackle is Lincoln Ector, a senior. At quarterback, Colton Myers, the junior, making his 8th career start. Fullback is Isaiah Blackman. The tailback is sophomore Hunter Brown. The slot, Jordan Betts. The tight ends, Jared Haynes and Shane Behrens. The Indians will be playing without the services tonight of Maddox Winter, who is out with a groin injury. Your starting lineups are brought to you by Eagle Community Television and Eagle Fusion. For the best TV experience with an amazing lineup of HD channels, contact Eagle at 625-5910. Kickoff is brought to you by Steel Fabrications, the Ironmen of Western Kansas. Hayes High will receive the kick end over end, going north to south. It'll be returned by Betts from the 15-yard line. 20, 25, 30. Watch out, 35. Cuts right 40. He's at midfield. One man to break. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. Caught from behind. Fights through the tackle and goes down inside the 10-yard line. No flags on the play, and the Hayes High Indians with excellent starting field position inside of the 10-yard line of the Abilene Cowboys.
Dustin, we talked about it last week that the special teams for the Hayes High Indians hadn't really done anything special all season long, and what a time to do it in a must-win situation to start off with a great kickoff return to take the Hayes High Indians deep into Cowboy territory to start this game.
Ball at the 7. McPherson did this a week ago but did not score on the opening drive. Hayes High, straight I formation. Splits a wide receiver to the right. Handoff. Isaiah Blackman follows the left guard. He'll gain a couple of yards, get shoved back as he gets just inside of the 5-yard line. Starting on that line tonight, the Hayes High Indians will have Dalton Stouts. The ball advanced to the 5, gain of 2.
Tell you what, Connor Winter looks like he might have been in there also as well, doing a nice lead block to help clear the way a little bit up for that, for a nice hole. Keith
Dryden will bring the play in from the sideline. Indians with a long kickoff return to start the game of 78 yards. 2nd and goal from the 5. I formation, blitz from Abilene. Keeper by Colton Myers. The quarterback goes left side, gets down to near the 2-yard line, and then driven backwards. See where they mark him down at. And about a 3-yard gain down to the 2s. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
All right, now 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Colton Myers been able to pick up 1 or 2 yards most of the time, going behind Braden Delzide on a quarterback sneak. Looks like it could be a great opportunity for that.
Jordan Betts, 78-yard kickoff return to open up the game. Has the Indians at the 2 now after 2 plays. Myers under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Hunter Brown, hops towards the end zone. Second effort, does he get in? No, down at the goal line, inside of the 1. And Hayes High, you know, will be going for it here on 4th down from the Abilene 1. Indians need to score here.
Well, you really up in a great position to score on your first opening drive against the undefeated.
4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Indians on the season on 4th down, 7 of 10. Straight I formation. Colton Myers, the keeper, up the middle. He didn't get there.
He's going to be a little bit short.
And the Indians are going to lose the ball on downs starting at their opponent's 7-yard line.
Boy, exactly what you said happened at McPherson last week, where they were unable to get the ball after going deep into the Cowboy defense. Really stepped up the middle, really looking for that quarterback sneak on that play.
Well, that was a great opportunity for the Indians, and there is a player down on the ground, and that is quarterback Colton Myers. Myers still face down on the turf, kind of propped up on his right elbow a little bit. He's the one that kept it on the sneak, trying to give the Indians an early 6-0 lead. He's been really fighting through some back both ways. That's also a linebacker that the Indians now need to replace. Maddox Winter is out of the game tonight, so there's a linebacker that you need to replace. And they do roll Colton Myers over to his back. So a good moment there, because if it was more serious than that, you would not see him being rolled over to his back. Abilene will get their first crack with the football from essentially their own goal line. The Indians unable to score from 4 plays from the 7.
Offensively and defensively. Guys sore in practice, guys getting injured both in games and in practices, and now dropping Colton Myers so early in the game. You got to hope that he not only is doing well with his back, but has the opportunity to come back in later in this game.
And quite honestly, Kurt, this is going to be interesting for the Indians because the backup quarterback this season has been Maddox Winter, who is out tonight. So the Indians are essentially now without 2 linebackers, 2 quarterbacks, and Maddox Winter was also at times their backup tight end, and so you got to figure out who's going to even run the offense at this point. They have Colton now sitting up, still on the field, working him very slowly.
Well, he's obviously going to come off the field. We talked about as one of the keys to the game is some players got to carry the flag, and Colton Myers was one of those guys you think could have done it tonight to carry that flag. Somebody's going to have to stand up now and carry this team against the Abilene Cowboys because, again, it's still a must-win situation.
Myers is going to walk off the field with some assistance from the trainers who do such a fantastic job here with the Indians. Indian football brought to you by Hertz Rent-A-Car, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, Kevin Shoemaker Construction, Adams Brown, Barron and Ball, and Steel Fabrications, Precision Valley Golf as well. The ball is at the goal line for Abilene. Their offense comes into this season, or in this game, averaging 363 yards of offense. They're 99.5 yards away from pay dirt on their first possession. Harley Hazlett, the quarterback, under center, turns hands off to the tailback. That'll be given off to Trey Bender, who goes right side near the 5-yard line. Solid gain of 4 out of the shadows of their own goalpost.
Well, you got to keep a helmet on Harley Hazlett all night long, but Trey Bender, the senior running back, also picked up good yardage for this Cowboy team. So you can't leave him ignored either. But again, got to shut down Harley Hazlett tonight and not let him beat you in this game.
Advance to the 4-yard line, 2 wide receivers for Abilene. I formation. Hazlett turns, hands off to Bender again, gets hit, driven down just across the 5, but he'll be near a first down, about 2 yards short of the first down. Bender lost his shoe as well. He'll pop it back on. 3rd down and 2 for Abilene. The Hayes High defense this year holding opponents to 36% conversion rates on 3rd down.
Interesting. The Hayes High Indian defense is keeping their nose tackle, Braden Delzite, out wide, not lining up over their center. So it'll be interesting to see how they shift that going into this
pistol formation for Hazlett. Keeper left side. He's going to get hit once, twice, and Bromgarn is there to take him down, but enough for the first down out across the 10. He'll get all the way up to the 13-yard line.
That's right. Points. He's picked up additional yardage after the initial hit, so you've got to wrap up Harley Hazlett.
Well, the Indians had a chance to score and take an early 6-0 lead. Instead, they do not. They end up with an injured quarterback and linebacker out of it.
In this particular case, Hazlett had Andy Tope, 295-pound senior center, to run behind on that play.
Dante Blackman is in at the linebacking position. Isaiah Blackman. Dylan Schmidberger, 175-pound sophomore outside linebacker with the injury to Colton Myers. Pistol formation, option play for Hazlett. Gets hit once, spins out of it, and a tackle at the ankles by the Hayes High Indians. Tackle made by Braden Delzite, who is having a monster senior season. Ball out across the 15-yard line, near the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you what, this offensive line for the Cowboys is big. Delzite lining up against Hayden Funston, 220-pound senior.
3 wide receivers now for the Cowboys. Orange-clad pants, jerseys, and helmets. Indians show blitz, and they bring it. Option play. There's a hit, and then Hazlett just throws the ball in the backfield. It lands on the turf, picked up by the Trey Bender, and he's able to keep his knee off the ground and get near a first down. Ill-advised pitch, but it worked out. And it will be 3rd down on a gain to the 22-yard line. Gain of 6 on what could have been a loss and a potential turnover.
And Isaiah Blackman saw that it was an ill-advised pitch and pursued well, just wasn't able to make the tackle in the backfield.
3rd and 1, ball on the right hash at the 22-yard line for Abilene. They'll send Dylan Ford, a wide receiver, right. To the left, Ryan Wilson. They'll go 2 wide receivers this time. Straight I formation. Hazlett under center on 3rd and 1. Hand off to the fullback. Big hole for the fullback. That is going to be Parker O'Neal. Got a lane at the 40. He is gone. And he will score on 3rd and 1 from 78 yards. And so far, the first two possessions turned into what could have been for the Hayes High Indians.
Andy Tope, the center, 295 pounds, really controlled Dalton Stout on that play to open up a big hole for the fullback to run through. Once that fullback got back past the linebackers into the secondary, it was home and all the way to the end zone.
78-yard run for O'Neal. He had a total of 100 on the season. Coming into this game, 6-0 Abilene, and into attempt the extra points, Ryan Lacombe. Kick is on the way. It will split the uprights. Lacombe now 25 for 28 this year, and it is 7-0 Abilene. And Kurt David, Hayes High has got to regroup. They had a chance to score from the one, could not. Now they give up a 78-yard touchdown.
Well, that's just right. They were in a great position. They took the opening kickoff down to the Cowboys' 7-yard line, but on 4 plays were unable to get it into the end zone. Give the ball to the Abilene Cowboys on the 1-yard line, who in 6 plays take it 99 yards down the field, lead up 2 minutes to take the lead 6-0. Then the extra point makes it 7-0. So now the Hayes High Indians have got to regroup, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do that because Colton Myers went out on that 4th and goal play. Be interesting who comes in to lead this team from the quarterback position.
Parker O'Neal, 78-yard touchdown run, is his 3rd of the season. He had 20 carries for 100 yards this year, just busted off a 78-yard run. So the Indians had a 78-yard kickoff return to open the ball game. Can they get the same? Lacombe will tee it up in the middle of the field at the 40-yard line. This one is going to be a kick to the near sideline. It is going to be taken by Keith Dryden. 20, 25-yard line, waits for a block and gets no further. Maybe to the 26, but that's it. Hayes High Indian football brought to you by Crop Production Services of Hayes, Horizon Appliance and Electronics, Hayes Kalon, Hayes Rec Fitness Center, and Next Tech. Ball at the 26-yard line. Hayes High 1st and 10, trailing 7-0 to the Cowboys.
Again, here comes the Hayes High Indian offense, and who's coming in to lead the Hayes High Indian offense?
Well, he's in the middle of the huddle. We'll find out in a moment.
Looks like
that is going to be Logan Clark at quarterback, under center, I formation, handoff to Blackman, counterplay, gets to the 30-yard line, nice gain of 4 yards. And I said earlier it was pitched onto the turf. No turf tonight for the first time this year.
Playing on real grass tonight, and really a nice field here at Paul Dennis Field here for the Abilene Cowboys. A nice field to play.
Blackman gain of 4 to the 30. 2nd down and 6. Indians' Colton Myers out of the game after being injured on the 4th play of the game. On 4th and goal from the 1, Keith Dryden, wide receiver right. So it is Logan Clark at quarterback. I formation, fumble to snap, is loose on the ground. And who has the ball? Looks like Abilene has this football.
And I'll tell you what, that's always the dangerous part, coming in with a new quarterback, that center to quarterback exchange. So important, and that time with the new quarterback, not a clean exchange.
And it is going to be Abilene football. Hayes High coughs it up for the 15th time this year. They fumble on their 2nd play of the game, or 2nd play of the drive.
It's going to give Abilene the ball 1st and 10 on the Indian, roughly 29-yard line.
Well, so far, if it could go wrong for the Indians, it has. And Abilene's leading 7-0. They have the ball at the Indian, Kurt said, 29-yard line. 1st down and 10, Abilene, leading 7-0, trying to take advantage of the Indian mistake. It is the 11th fumble that the Indians have lost this year. Handoff in the backfield. Trey Bender makes a man miss in the backfield. Isaiah Blackman on the blitz, but then there to wrap up the tackle is going to be Delzite and Haynes and Blackman. Dante Blackman playing along with Isaiah Blackman. Gain of 1 to the 28-yard line. Bender, 3 carries, 8 yards. The back-breaking run right now, the 78-yard run by Parker O'Neal to give Abilene a 7-0 lead on a 3rd down and 1. 2 wide receivers left, and Guano and Wilson Pistol snap back to Hazlitt. Gets hit by Shane Behrens. Driven backwards. Indians trying to rip the football away. Cannot, as Hunter Brown is back there as well for the tackle. And the Indians force third down and long on a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, Shane Behrens playing that far defensive end almost got sucked into the middle, but was able to reach his right arm out and actually with his strength just pulled Harley Hazlitt back in towards his body and then forced him for a 3-yard loss on that play. So Shane Behrens recovered from actually almost a mistake on being sucked in too closely, but with one arm pulls Hazlitt back in.
Third down and 12 back from the 31-yard line for Abilene. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right. Hazlitt from the shotgun with a running back to his left. Drops back to pass. Looks down the field. Pump fake. Now wants to run. Rolls out to his right. Rolls back to his left. Under some pressure. Escapes a tackle. Bounces left. He's going to have a first down. No, gets hit. Driven backwards. Forces himself to a first down. The Indians, good coverage, but that is what Hazlitt is so good at. He is going to gain nearly enough for a first down. We'll see where they mark the football, and the officials stop the clock, and they say a first down gain of 12 yards.
There has to be containment on the outside, or Harley Hazlitt's going to find his way to the outside. Exactly what he did on that particular play, exactly what it did last week against McPherson with that 60-yard run. Looks like Dalton Stout on that play trips a little bit, and it looks like he's favoring a sore ankle or leg, comes up a little bit limping on that play.
First and 10 from the 21-yard line, from the 19-yard line for Abilene. Handoff to the fullback who gets blasted in the backfield, as coming up to make the tackle for the Indians is going to be Tyrese Hill. Makes the tackle in the backfield for a loss. The loss of 1.
Tyrese Hill, the junior, coming into play and make a nice big play for a tackle for loss.
On Parker O'Neill, who ran that touchdown in from 78 yards earlier. He'll come out. Jared Haynes back in. Second down and 11 from the 20-yard line. Indians, after fumbling the snap with a new quarterback in the game, trying to defensively bow their backs, being down 7-0 with 4:05 to go first quarter. Hazlitt, pistol formation, 2 wide receivers right. He looks to throw over the middle. It is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. When it didn't quite look like the wide receiver to the right had gotten quite set before the snap, but apparently did. Hazlitt, a 63% passer this year, 0 for 1 tonight. Now 36 of 58 on the year, 629 yards, 4 touchdowns, but no interceptions and now whistles. And I believe Abilene is going to use a timeout. They do on 3rd and 11. Abilene so far 3 for 3 on third down.
Tell you what, with all the injuries, with all the players out for the Hayes High Indians, Keaton Markley, the freshman, 6 foot, 150 pounds, getting tested in the secondary. He was the defender on that play, and a drop pass by the receiver.
He and Palmer Hutchison played quite a bit last week. Palmer recorded 11 tackles in last week's ball game. Indian football brought to you by Heartland Building Center, Midwest Energy, Use Safe Pharmacy, Gibbs Auto Supply in Hayes and La Crosse, and Simpson Farm Enterprises. 7-0, the Indians opened up the game with a 78-yard kickoff down to the Abilene 7, but could not score. Quarterback Colton Myers was hurt on the play. On 4th and goal from the 2, he has his shoulder pads off. Looks like his back is being iced. His status, well, right now is out. Maddox Winter, who was the backup quarterback, he never put on his pads tonight, battling a groin injury. So the Indians right now with at quarterback Logan Clark, and a fumble snap on the quarterback center exchange on the second drive has given Abilene the football at the Indian 29. They faced 3rd down and 12 and got a scramble of 12 yards by Hazlitt. He's going to send 3 wide receivers to the right. And now 1 to the left. 4 wide receivers on 3rd and 11 for Hazlitt and the Abilene Cowboy offense. Indians bring the blitz. Hazlitt rolls out to his right. Shane Behrens giving chase. Throws it towards the end zone. Wide open receiver. It is caught. It is a touchdown by Ben Veach in the back of the end zone where nobody was for the Hayes High Indians.
And Veach had to get a toe down before going in out of bounds, and Veach smartly got that done, saw where the line was. Shane Behrens was in pursuit of Harley Hazlitt, but couldn't get there in time, and Hazlitt had plenty of time, had enough time to make a throw deep in the end zone.
Abilene has 2 touchdowns. They have come on 3rd down plays each time. They are 4 for 4 on 3rd downs tonight, including 2 touchdowns. The The snap for the two-point conversion is fumbled, and now running with it is Wilson. He'll pump fake, get to the corner of the end zone, and score the two-point conversion. It's that kind of night for Hayes High, and Dalton Stout comes up hobbling on the Ken Russell track, and he'll jog across the field. Hayes High trails now 15-0.
Tell you what, Dalton Stout was favoring a leg about 3 plays earlier on a tackle of Harley Hazlett where he picked up the first down on the scramble play. Looks like he's still hurting from his ankle or something on his left leg.
6-play, 29-yard drive by Abilene this time. Last time a 99-yard drive, and David, Hayes High's not playing bad football. They just can't get off the field on third down tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Hayes High Indian defense has been strong all season long, and right now the Hayes High Indian defense can't figure out a way to shut down a potent running attack by Harley Hazlett and then his ability to have a passing arm. And right now the offensive line for the Abilene Cowboys is giving Harley plenty of protection to throw that ball.
Well, the Hayes High Indians, a 78-yard kickoff return on their opening one, just a 9-yard on the second one. What will they do here? Betts back at the 10-yard line. Dryden stands to his left, and the ball falls off the tee. Rough go for the Indians in the first 8 minutes of this game. They need to get a score to make something happen here. The kickoff heads the way of Keith Dryden. He's going to pick it up at the 17-yard line. Go left, now bounce it back to the right, slip on the grass, and go down at about the 22-yard line, where Hayes High will set up for their third possession. And again at quarterback, his first time on varsity, Logan Clark, a sophomore. Ball advanced to the 24.
And unfortunately, with Braden Delzite playing both ways, there isn't a chance for Delzite Clark to work.
Center Delzite takes the snap. Toss.
It's a personal foul penalty on the
Abilene Cowboys. And it has been a penalty issue, according to the Abilene broadcasters, over the last couple of weeks. Hayes High will have the ball at the 38-yard line after 15 yards assessed in the first down.
On off guard, isolation plays. He's really taking an opportunity to pitch the ball and mix the running game up a little bit. So nice to see.
Indians trail the Cowboys 15-0 in Abilene. Indians' third drive, double tight end formation, one wide receiver left. Clark under center, hands off to Blackman, counter play. Abilene's 2 for 2 on their drives of scoring touchdowns. Hayes High, a change of possession on downs and a lost fumble.
Well, more than just eat up clock, what Hayes High Indians need to do is not put themselves in 3-and-out situations. Logan Clark's got to figure out a way to get comfortable with this offense and get somewhat of some game strategy.
Hayes High picks it up. A loss of 1 on the fumble recovery. But setting up third down and 9.
Yeah, but now you put Logan Clark in a situation with a third and long. We're going to get a chance to get it downfield.
Well, if they attempt to pass, I don't know what the situation is going to be here. Logan Clark in for Colton Myers, who was hurt on the 4th play of the game on 4th and goal on a quarterback sneak from the 1. Hayes High is going to let this clock run down and take a timeout, it would appear, because they still haven't broken huddle, and that's what they'll do. Hayes High is going to use their first timeout of the first half on 3rd and 9. The Hayes High Indians down 15-0. Indian football is brought to you by Edward Jones, Darrell Jeff, and Linda Seibel. Discount Siding Supply, Lifetime Dental Care. The backup quarterback to Colton Myers during the season has been Maddox Winter. We've seen him in the last couple of weeks, including throwing a touchdown pass at Wichita. Entire game 2 games ago. During that week of the Bueller preparation. And as it stands, the Hayes High Indians to their third-string quarterback in what is a must-win situation here in Abilene, trailing 15-0. Indians had a golden opportunity to go up 6-0 and pending the extra point 7-0 when they had a 78-yard kickoff return to the 7, but could not score on 4 plays, and it was on that 4th play that Colton Myers got hurt. Indians forced a couple of third downs on Abilene, and on one of them, Parker O'Neill took it 78 yards. The full on the year caught 70. The Hayes High Indians It's a quarterback keep up the middle. That might have been Hunter Brown at the quarterback position. Want to unpile. Yep, that was number 11, Hunter Brown, but is well short of the first down. It did pick up yardage to the 45 on a gain of 6.
It was Hunter Brown, and it was a nice, as Hunter Brown was able to run behind Braden Delzide. Braden Delzide's up against a no tonight. Now, kid weighs 160 pounds, 160-pound junior, so Braden Delzide clearly has the advantage there.
Colton Myers is also the punter, so he's out. Snap is back to Dalton Stout, and nearly gets blocked, but he gets the punt away along the far sideline. It'll roll dead, and now a late flag onto the field at the first down marker. The ball comes to a stop at the 26-yard line. Now, when was this penalty and who is it on? It is a holding against the Abilene Cowboys, but after the ball was away, so Abilene will keep the ball but be backed up 10 yards after the punt.
Boy, what a key player Colton Myers is for this Hayes High Indians, playing both quarterback, plays a linebacker on defense, and is the punter for this team. So some big holes they've got to fill early, and the Hayes High Indians have to fill early in this game with Colton Myers being out on injury.
5 plays and a punt, a 19-yard punt, and then aided by the night. It'll back up Abilene. 80 yards, and it's 21-0. Hazlett now with 103 yards on the night is within 127 yards of the single-season rushing record. Just scores his 16th touchdown rushing on a one-play drive.
Tell you what, Coach Rath has his work cut out for him now, because he doesn't even have halftime anywhere near in sight. And when a quarterback does a quarterback sneak and picks, it goes 80 yards, I'd to say 22-0.
Snap to Wilson. The kick up from is good. Kickoff return, and it kind of all
playoffs, and they want this game to ensure themselves a spot in that playoff hunt and play in the month of November.
In the other district game, he will line up to the right side with Veach and Guano to the left side. Get hit from behind. Haynes had him, spun out of the tackle. Now he's going to get taken down by Hunter Brown on about a quarter-yard loss. Indians look like they had run themselves out of position, but got enough guys over there to make the tackle on Hazlett on a loss of a half yard.
I'll tell you what, congratulations to Jordan Hayes. He fought off a big tackle from 200.
Lines out to the right. Wide receiver to the left, Dylan Ford. Steve Simpson's likings of the Abilene Cowboys, who has turned this program around very quickly. Not that it needed turning around, but he injected something into it a year ago. He is 13-3 in his second season, 10-year coach in Sublette for the Larks. This has been quite the ride. Ranked as high as 4th in classification, and others not ranked at all. 4A Division I, very tough again this year.
Yeah, but this Abilene Cowboy team won their conference, the North Central Kansas League, last year, and won it in dominating fashion this year in 2015. So you're right, Simpson's really done a great job with this program. It's become the leader in the North Central Kansas League, and right now looks like it's going to be
an option play. The fullback is going to keep it. Parker base up the middle, gets a yard from the 45 3/4 yard line to the a screen pass near side. Anguano with his first catch of the year. He gets forced to the grass eventually after a missed tackle by Delzite. 4th down, and Abilene has to punt.
Also in on the tackle, Dalton Stout, who's back in the game now to play.
So Anguano, his first catch of the year, goes for 5 yards. Hazlett is 3 for 4 now. And the punt from Parker O'Neill, his 15th punt of the season. The snap, first a flag. If this is on Hayes High, this might be enough for a first down. Nope, snap infraction on the Cowboys, their 3rd penalty of the night. So a 3 and out. Oh, no, they did pick up 1 first down. 4 plays and out for the Abilene Cowboys, who for the first time tonight does not score. So the punt, a high snap, and whistles again.
It's going to be another snap infraction. The center bobbed again as he right before he's centering the ball.
And so a fourth penalty on the Cowboys. And that was one thing that the Abilene broadcaster, Trent Sanchez, told us have been adding the yard line.
The Abilene first down. Again, Coach Rath needed to do something to fire up this deep out of this.
Leading Dodge City 10
pre-owned vehicles. See them online at heychevrolet.com. And the money and the staff at Bernie's Hamburger House. Wireless. Implement. Pleased to offer products we stand by. They is brought to you by Kerner. National Dry Cleaning. 28-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them.
Hutchison at halftime over Dodge City, 44-14. Tied it up at halftime, 14-all between Garden City and Wichita Northwest. Great Bend leading Salina Central, 28-24. Eisenhower over Liberal, 21-0. And Buhler over McPherson, 16-13. The Kansas City Royals, they lead 2-1. All home runs tonight in their game against Toronto. Little squib kick. It'll be taken on the run by Parker Bass. He'll get to midfield and taken down there. Dante Blackman on the tackle. Hayes High staying away from the talented returning abilities of Abilene, and will let the Cowboys have the ball at the 50-yard line.
Okay, the Hayes High Indian defense really ended in strong fashion in the second quarter. It'll be interesting to see if they can carry that over here to start the third quarter on a positive note. Yeah, down 29-7, but you certainly want to see the Hayes High Indians get back in this game and really do some things positive like they did in the second quarter.
Abilene 235 yards at halftime, 191 rushing and 44 passing. They go to the air, a bobbled catch and two missed tackles, as making the catch for Abilene is Dylan Ford, his third catch of the year. He'll wind his way down to the 24-yard line, a 26-yard pass play from Hazlett into the hand of Dylan Ford, his fourth different receiver tonight to hit with a pass. And Abilene in a hurry-up offense compared to the first half. We'll have the ball at the 24. Backs up to passes. Hazlett looking right. Wide open receiver Veach makes the catch and then driven down to the turf. Taken down by Chance Brungart from his linebacking position. Nice tackle on a short gain shy of the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 yards.
Really a nice open field tackle by Chance Brungart there on the far side of the field.
It'll be a gain to the 22-yard line. Veach's second catch of the night. He had that big 20-yard catch on 3rd and 20, or 3rd and 11, for 20 yards and a touchdown.
Keith Dryden now in the game, covering the outside receiver.
Hazlett to keep out of the shotgun, runs left, tries to bounce back to the right. There's Dante Blackman again in on the tackle. Shane Behrens, Braden Delzite. Who else on piles from there? Dalton Stout as well. It's a gain a yard short of the first down marker at the 15-yard line. Gain of 7. Third down and 1 for the Cowboys, who lead 29-7. Abilene tonight is 4 for 6 on third downs, including 2 touchdowns. They converted on their first 4 and not either of their last 2. 3 wide receivers, now 4 wide receivers, as Bender, the tailback, goes to the right on third and 1. The fullback will lead the blocking for quarterback Hazlett, who runs into an Indian defender, but it's enough for a first down, as making the tackle for the Hayes High Indians is going to be Braden Delzite. It's enough for a first down as the ball is advanced just shy of the 10 on a 5-yard gain.
Daltonstown double-teamed on that tackle, double-teamed on that play, left Braden Delzite open to make the tackle.
First and 10 from just behind the 10-yard line. Abilene can get a first down about the half-yard line away. Indians down 29-7, 2 wide receivers right and 2 to the left for Hazlett. Keeper again behind the fullback, dances to the right, spins off a tackle, gets inside the 5 and down near the 4-yard line. It'll be second down and about 2 after the gain of 8 by Hazlett. On the night,
Logan Schulte now in there on the defensive line for the Hayes High Indians.
123 yards on 10 carries. He already has 1 touchdown of 80 yards. One that he scored on the first play of the drive. Ball from just behind the 3-yard line. Hazlett with his fullback to his left. That is Parker O'Neill. It's a handoff. The ball is actually fumbled going down in the backfield. Hazlett behind the 5-yard line. Dante Blackman tried to force that football free in the backfield as well.
And now flags in late on the play.
Oh, on the near side. Well, there's 3 flags in on this one.
Came in after the fumble. After Hazlett picked the fumble back up, flags flew in on the play.
And making his way to the near sideline is Michael Anguano. He'll come over and talk to the coaches. And Hayes is pointing back towards Abilene's way. This is going to be a penalty on the Cowboys. They had 7 penalties for 55 yards in the first half. And is this during the play or post-play? Whatever it is a chop block against Abilene. And they back it up behind the 25-yard line. Did they spot that right?
They're saying 15 yards from the point of infraction. If that was after the fumble, so the blocker may have been backed up.
So apparently it was about 10 yards back in the backfield, 15-yard penalty. So this sets up second down and about 25 yards. Here come the Indians on a blitz. Hazlett with time to throw, flushes to his left. He's going to roll out, throw down the field. It is caught on the sidelines, caught by Wilson and taken out of bounds by Keith Dryden and Blackman inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line, they'll call it.
Isaiah Blackman showing blitz on that, but the Abilene Cowboy offensive line able to pick up the blitz as well as the whole defensive line really gave Hazlett nice protection on that play.
Ryan Will of the night, ball to the 18, third down and about 19 yards to go. Essentially third and goal. They can get a first right next to the end zone. Hazlett drops back to pass. Under some pressure, screen play set up. Indians read it, and Parker O'Neill is tripped up in the backfield by Braden Delzite. Puts a hand down on the ground and makes it fourth down and manageable. Does Abilene try to kick a field goal? They will. Ryan Lacombe will come out to kick a field goal. 1 for 2 on the year. 28 yards is his longest field goal kick of the year. The ball was advanced down to about the 12-yard line.
This is going to exceed that. This will be a near 40-yard field goal.
This will be right on 30. Ball spot at the 20 on the right hash. Lacombe to attempt his 3rd field goal of the year. The kick is up. It's a low kick. It looks good, and it is a 30-yard field goal by Ryan Lacombe. Makes the score 32-7.
So 9 plays. The Abilene Cowboys able to pick up a couple first downs, but the Hayes High Indians able to stop them, to limit them to a field goal.
Since that 22-point onslaught, the Indians have given up 3 points in the last 4 defensive possessions.
So the Hayes High Indian defense gave some ground there on that opening possession of the second half. Unable to force the Cowboys into a punt, but able to force them into a field goal position as they got deep into Indian territory. So, again, limiting the Abilene Cowboys to 3 points versus 7, a positive note for the Hayes High Indians.
Trying to get caught up on a few stats after that drive. Hazlett now with 85 yards passing. He completed all 4 passes of the second half. Here's the kick, bouncing, and it's going to be picked up by the Hayes High Indians. Jordan Betts tried a reverse field, and not picking up that ball cleanly off the kick caused potential yardage. The Indians will start back at their own 16-yard line, their worst starting field position of the night. It's their first of the second half, as it's 32-7, first possession of the second half, 32-7, Abilene with 7:58 to go, third quarter.
Now, Hunter Brown showed some real promise there in the second quarter as he managed, as the sophomore managed to get the game plan in gear, picked up some nice runs and really a couple nice pass plays by Hunter Brown, so we'll see how he can carry that over into the third quarter here for the Hayes High Indians.
Indians from the 16 left to right, their first possession of the second half. Dryden is the tailback. Blackman the fullback, and Hunter Brown under center. Hands off to the fullback, and the senior will get tripped as he goes across the 20. Going to be taken down by Bailey Fitzgerald's. Giovanni Garcia. It was 10, not 70 with the tackle, but it's a nice gain of 5 yards on the fullback dive by Blackman.
Jake Gahn still in there. Chance Brungard in there. Braden Delzite still in there on the offensive line.
32-7. Scoring on a 49-yard touchdown pass. Tailback. 2nd and 5. Handoff Blackman again. No, it's going to go to Keith Dryden. Nice fake to Blackman. Brown then gets it to Dryden. Dryden gets a first down as he gets across the 30-yard line. He'll be out to the 32-yard line and a gain of 11.
Connor Winter, here's another underclassman doing a great job. The sophomore, 6'1", 236 pounds, putting in a nice block there to open up a hole on the left side of the line of scrimmage.
Keith Dryden, 37 yards on 6 carries. Isaiah Blackman, 20 on 7. Hunter Brown, 35 yards on 11 carries. Indians first down, moving left to right, trailing 32-7. Keaton Markley, the tailback this time. Jordan Betts splits out to the right. I formation. Brown is going to hand off to Isaiah Blackman. Nothing doing that time. First man there is going to be Cale Maiden, the senior, will make the tackle for the Abilene Cowboys. Maiden, a 205-pound senior. Abilene's got size. They've got speed this year like they did last year, and that defense much improved from a year ago. Abilene giving up just 9 points a game. The most anybody has scored is 17. That was McPherson last week, and it was all in the first half. 1-yard gain for Blackman. 2nd down and 9 from the 33 for the Hayes High Indians, who turned it over 3 times in the first half. Now split wide receivers. Shotgun formation for Brown. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. It's a keeper by Brown. Up the middle. Drags a couple of defenders to the 40-yard line, setting up 3rd down and 2. Gain of 7.
That time Jake Gahn taking his defensive lineman 5 yards back into the secondary. That contributed to that play, getting now into a 3rd and manageable, a 3rd and 2 for the Hayes High Indians.
Indians did not convert on their first 3, but did on their last 2 of the first half, 2 for 5. Halftime stats tonight were brought to you by Dick Schmidt with crop production services of Ellis Hayes and La Crosse. I formation, 3rd and 2. Abilene brings the blitz. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Hunter Brown, though, is going to get about 1 of the 2 yards that he needed. Well, from where are the officials going to line this up at? And they're going to say that the Indians got the first down.
Hunter Brown learning the merits of running behind the center, Braden Delzite. Talk about a guy who's carried the flag for this Hayes High Indians all season long. You got to look towards Braden Delzite. He's been on it both offensively and defensively.
Gain of 3 on 3rd and 2 to the 43-yard line, and that's a senior that understands that his career's coming to a close, and a kid that started for 3 years at center, 2 years on the defensive side. 5:20 to go, third quarter. Indians down 32-7. Shotgun formation for Brown. Puts a man in motion. He's going to hand off to Keith Dryden on the sweep. He's going to get right side, and this will come back on a hold. Pushed out of bounds along the side of the field by Wilson. Indians are going to have their first penalty of the night on a hold. And it wipes off a 10-yard gain.
Keith Dryden had found a lane to the outside. The Abilene Cowboys were not expecting the outside run. The Indians really haven't taken advantage of the perimeter all night long. That time Keith Dryden found it. Cowboys weren't expecting it, but the hole's going to bring it back.
The unfortunate part of that is that I don't know that Keith Dryden needed the help. The speed of the senior got him to the edge. So it's a 10-yard penalty, 2nd down and 20. Ball backed up to the 33-yard line. Wipe off the 10-yard gain for Keith Dryden on that jet sweep. As coming in with the play from the sideline, Keaton Markley. He'll be in at the tailback positions. 1st and 20 for Hayes High from their own 32. Trailing with 5:06 to go, third quarter, 32-7. Shotgun formation for Brown. Takes the snap, hands it off to Blackman, who tries to make a man miss but gets gobbled up in the backfield. Now a flag comes in late on the play, and it is on who? This may be on the Hayes High Indians again, unfortunately. Yeah, it's going to be.
Tell you what, it's penalties have hurt the Hayes High Indians all season long. Puts them in a 1st and 20. It's an offense that's not designed for long plays, and now they're going to be probably in a 1st and 20 type situation.
And Abilene's going to decline this penalty because it'll be 2nd down and 22 yards. A loss of 2 on the previous drive, or on the previous play back to the 31-yard line. Well, they'll mark it. No, they didn't mark a loss at all at the 33, so.
2nd and 20.
Ball at the 33. Indians picked up 10 yards, but picked up their first penalty of the game on a holding. And as a result, really a 20-yard penalty. Took the 10 yards off that was gained and then tack on 10. Shane Barron's tight end left. Jared Haynes tight end right. I formation. Brown under center. Will hand off on the counter to Isaiah Blackman. He'll get back a couple of the yards across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Short gain, setting up 3rd down and long for the Indians. 3rd and their longest conversion attempt of the night. The ball to the 36-yard line on a gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 17. Indians 3 for 6 on 3rd downs tonight. This one is going to be 3rd down, officially 17 yards.
It looks like for first time I recall tonight, it looks like Dylan Flaler may be coming into the game for Connor Winter.
Well, we'll see the arm of Hunter Brown, 1 for 2 tonight, a touchdown and an interception. Keith Dryden lines up wide receiver left. Man-on-man coverage from Trey Bender. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback, Hunter Brown. Tries to cut it back to the right and then driven backwards and down to the ground at the 40. Short gain of 4. Abilene knew a pass was coming. They dropped 6 in coverage. And the Indians will be punting the football away on 4th down.
Tell you what, Connor Winter came out for that play, but I want to credit the young man. The blocking schemes for the Hayes High Indian offensive line calls for a lot of pull and guard type situations, and that's a hard thing for a sophomore to get a hold of, and Connor Winter has been executing that blocking scheme very well tonight.
Ball from the 40 into punt for a 3rd time tonight will be Dalton Stout. Good snap back to the senior. Gets off a punt, left side, returnable, and almost going out of bounds. And going out of bounds at the 32-yard line is the Abilene Cowboys running back, Trey Bender.
And I was watching the Seahawks game last night, and Russell Wilson on a play on a very long 3rd-yard play just threw the ball deep downfield, just trying to make something happen. Ended up being an interception, which really effectively worked just like a punt. And, down 32-7, you almost wonder on a 4th down play, hey, why not try to throw the ball down deep? If it gets intercepted, ain't going to be any worse than a punt.
So the Indians punt. Abilene with their 2nd possession of the 2nd half. They ended their 1st possession with a 30-yard field goal. 2 wide receivers left. Pistol formation this time for Hazlett. He'll turn, hand off to the tailback Bender, and he'll get a 1st down up to the 40. As Palmer Hutchison with the tackle. The freshman had 11 last week. Ball up to the 40. Gain of 12 for Bender's 4th carry of the night. He has 20 yards on those 4 carries.
And the Abilene Cowboys also play a number of players both ways, and right now it's the Hayes High Indians who've got a number of players with their hands on their hips looking tired midway here, almost to near the end of this 3rd quarter. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
Veach lines up to the right, and Guano to the left at wide receiver, along with Ryan Wilson, who has 2 catches in the game. Hazlett wants to run that way. Option play. He'll give it off into the hands of Parker Base a first down into Hayes High territory, taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16 yards for Parker Base.
Keaton Markley getting another tackle there, but again, I think Coach Rath talked about it earlier in the week. It's good to see Keaton Markley getting some tackles, but he is the safety, which means they've gotten deep into your secondary before Markley has a chance to make that tackle.
Keaton Markley, Palmer Hutchison out there in the secondary, Jordan Betts, Hunter Brown has rolled over to a safety position now. Markley over at the cornerback, and also back at safety is going to be Palmer Hutchison. 1st and 10 from the Indian 44-yard line. Moving right to left, Abilene with the 32-7 lead. Turn and hand off to Bender, tries to go left, and Shane Behrens takes him down from behind. One of the top 20 tacklers in the Western Athletic Conference as a defensive end. It's a 9-yard gain for Trey Bender. 2nd down and 1 from the Indian 35.
Nice tackle there by Shane Behrens, but you want your defensive end making tackles before 9 yards down the line of scrimmage.
Indian football brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, Westview Church, Thomas More Prep Marion, Carpet One of Hayes, Vitsum Decorating Center, and Discovery Drilling, as well as Paul Wartenberger Construction.
Logan Schulte back in the game on the defensive line, subbing in for Dalton Stout.
Ball on the left hash. Pistol formation with a running back behind him. Harley Hazlett turns. It's an option play. Tosses it to Bender. Bender, a one-handed catch, cuts back. He's going to get the first down as he's driven down into the green grass. Pretty close to the first down marker. It looked like it was an easy first down. He'll pick up 2, needed 1. Indians pursue well. Conrad Viner with the tackle. 123 yards rushing for Harley Hazlett. 80 of those came on a touchdown run. Trey Bender, 31 yards on 6 carries. Parker O'Neill, 77 yards on 2 carries. 78 came on a touchdown run that opened this game scoring up. Unfortunately, the Hayes High Indians could have been leading at that time. 1st down and 10. Ball inside of the 35-yard line down to the 33. Hazlett's going to keep up the middle. Patient run, bounces right. He's going to get a crease and get near a first down. We just ran it up the middle, found nowhere to go, bounces it back over to the right. And the tackle by Viner once again. Gain of 9 for Hazlett. Needed about 200, we figure 229, 230 yards for the single season rushing record. Some guy named Curry Sexton had it at one point.
Sounds like a familiar name. Yeah, on that particular play, Jan Sprungar did a nice job crashing in from the outside linebacker to stuff up the middle line of scrimmage. Hazlett had nowhere to run, but then found the opening to the outside.
Ball at the 24, right to left. Hazlett back to pass on 2nd and 1, throws it left. It is caught by Anguano. He's going to get hit by Hunter Brown and by Keaton Markley, taken down at about the 12-yard line as the Indians rip at the football, but it's a gain of 12 to Michael Anguano, who makes his first 2 catches of the season tonight.
As the 3rd quarter comes to a close, the Hayes High Indians down 32-7, but the Abilene Cowboys continuing to be on the field offensively and driving the ball as we go into the 4th quarter.
And we'll take a break. This is Hayes High Indian football.
Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Carpet One of Hayes Vitston Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Thomas More Prep Marion, worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Discovery Drilling, serving central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wartenberger Construction, building dreams for over 30 years. Service Master Clean of Hayes, from the major accidents to the minor incidents. Lifetime Dental Care, providing your family health, function, and beauty. Insurance Planning, insurance for the way you work and live. Bonaparte Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet. Hayes Chevrolet, they have a huge selection of brand new and pre-owned vehicles. M&D Incorporated, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House, feed yourself or the whole team.
Got Great Bend now up 35-24.
After 3 quarters, the Hayes High Indians trail the Abilene Cowboys 32-7. Hayes Kalon scoreboard updates.
Got Great Bend up 35-24 against Salina Central in 3rd quarter. Bueller's up 23-16 now on McPherson in the 4th quarter.
Likely going to be Abilene and Bueller for the Sub-State Championship next week. That game will be in Buhler. So Abilene with a 32-7 lead has the ball at the Hayes High 12-yard line. Left to right now for the orange-clad Cowboys. Toss play right side, and Bender takes it down inside of the 5-yard line. Hard run down to the 3, gain of 9 for Bender. 40 yards on 7 carries.
Palmer Hutchinson in there and on the tackle.
Hayes High Indians, partly out of necessity, partly out of what else do you do, playing some pretty young guys in the last couple of games. Coming out of the game will be Keaton Markley as the Indians will bring in an extra defensive lineman. Wilson left, and Guano right. Hazlett will turn, handoff to Bender, gets met, drives his legs, gets towards the end zone. Is he in? No. Gets down to about the 1-yard line on a gain of 2 yards.
But the bad news there, it's now first and goal on about the 2-inch line.
We've really been working Bender on this drive. He has ran the ball 5 times on this drive as well alone.
Dalton Stout back in the game now, up there on the defensive line.
Hazlett under center. First and goal from less than a yard away. Turn and hand off to the tailback. That is going to be Trey Bender into the end zone. Touchdown for the Abilene Cowboys, and it's 38-7.
9 plays. Abilene Cowboys bring the ball 72 yards up the field, consuming over 3 minutes off the clock.
First touchdown run of the night for Trey Bender. It is his 6th of the season. In to attempt the extra point, Ryan Lacombe, 3 for 3 tonight. The snap is down. The kick is up and it's blocked. Braden Delzite gets in to block the kick, and our score remains 38-7. The Indian offense will come back out onto the field. Had a drive going here previously, but stalled out on a penalty. Indian football brought to you by Service Master Master Cleaners, Lifetime Dental Care, Insurance Planning, Bon Appetit, Hayes Chevrolet, and M&D Incorporated.
So the Abilene Cowboys on 9 plays, straddling the 3rd quarter and the start of the 4th quarter, bring it down 72 yards. Take the score now to 38-7 with 10 minutes and 54 seconds left now in this game, and effectively, Dustin, the season for the Hayes High Indians. Yeah, we'll play on senior night next week at Lewis Field Stadium, but at this point it doesn't look like that game's going to mean anything for district play. It's just going to be for pride for the Hayes High Indian seniors.
So the Hayes High Indians will return the kick of Ryan Lacombe. Betts and Dryden back to return once again. It'll be towards the direction of Dryden, who lets it bounce. Now Betts has to pick it up on a second bounce at the 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. He'll get across to about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line, his second good kickoff return of the night for Jordan Betts.
Well, yeah, that first one to open up the game that brought it all the way down to the Cowboys' 7-yard line was great. That time Jordan Betts again gets the ball off a bounce and is able to find a hole up the middle of the field.
It'll be, penalty on Hayes High, illegal block in the back. So their second penalty tonight. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Hayes High instead of at the 37-yard line. It's at the point of the foul, and it'll be back at the 11.
Well, nothing's been easy for the Hayes High Indians all season long. They face the toughest schedule in Class 4A. Now they're going to start this drive in the 4th quarter back on their own 11-yard line.
It is just the Indians' second drive of the second half, and it comes with 10:44 to go in the game. Shotgun formation for Brown, puts a man in motion. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback, makes one man miss in the backfield, gets out to the 15-yard line for a gain of 4.
You know, I'm going to sing the praises of Connor Winholtz again. This time he goes up against Cole Maiden, 205 pounds. Senior does a great job of pulling from a guard and pushing Cole Maiden back into the linebacker core to allow that pickup of 4 yards.
Cowboy down on the field with cramps, so they'll work that out. And we tell you that this game's brought to you by Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, Union Station Coffee and Roastery, Verney's Hamburger House, Next Tech Wireless, and Bacon Rind Appraising Services.
Sorry, Connor Winter there, 76. Again, doing a nice job. His sophomore, 236 pounds, doing a good job pulling a difficult play and then going up against an experienced senior and pushing that senior back 4 yards into the secondary.
So the ball at the 15-yard line on the gain of 4. Hunter Brown, 53 yards, 15 carries, a majority of that at quarterback tonight. Wide receiver right. Markley is the tailback. Hand off to Isaiah Blackman up the middle, getting nothing on the play, a yard to the 16-yard line. And the Indians faced with third down and 5 yards. We'll call it 3rd and 6 from the 15, no gain on the play. Tough night for the Indians on the road in Abilene. Started with a kickoff return that was at the 7, ended up with nothing extra and an injured quarterback out of the 4 plays. Under center is Hunter Brown on this third down play. Handoff to Keith Dryden. He gets a first down up to the 25-yard line on a counter play that goes for 10 yards.
I'll tell you what, we've seen Keith Dryden the opportunity to run the ball and also get some yards after catch. And he's a quick young man. He's quick to get it up to speed, and when he's up to speed, he is fast.
I'll mark him at the 24, so a gain of 9. 46 yards on 7 carries. Indians now 4 for 8 on third downs. On the season, the Indians came into tonight at 34%. One wide receiver to the right. Markley, the tailback, double tied in. It's a keeper by the quarterback. Hunter Brown makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage. He gets tackled from behind then, gets flung down to the turf by Cale Maiden. Now, Cale Maiden is 205 pounds. Hunter Brown clocks in at 158. The forward progress of Hunter Brown was stopped rather quickly when he's grabbed from behind on the gain of, we'll call it a gain of 4 yards on the play.
Point is, though, the defensive lineman Maiden had to be 4 yards back down, but Brown able to pick up 4 yards on that play, which is really what Coach Rath wants to install with this Hayes High Indian offense, is pick up 4 yards per play and be able to steadily run it down the field and pick up first downs.
Right to left, this is just the second drive of the second half. Indians in the wishbone this time on second down. Handoff goes to Keith Dryden, tries to pick a hole, bounces right, now dives forward across the 30, near the 32-yard line. Dryden was able to find a hole. You pick up 5 yards, Kurt. You picked up 4 on first down, and that's the theory. You pick up now third down and about a half yard.
And you give yourself a makeable third down where you don't have mistakes that put you in a situation where you've got a 3rd and 15 or a 3rd and 20 play. It's a 3rd and 1, very makeable for the Hayes High Indian offense.
After 3, Goddard Eisenhower leads Liberal 21-6 in your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. Liberal trying to avoid the same fate as the Indians tonight. I formation, third down, a half yard. Abilene brings the blitz. Hunter Brown's going to keep first down as he gets to the 39-yard line, just shy of the 40. Indians convert again on third down. Now 5 for 9 tonight. Quarterback Hunter Brown picks up 6 yards on the run.
And important to say that the Abilene Cowboys are still playing a number of their starters on defense, on the defensive line, as well as in their linebackers.
And it'll be first down for the Indians. Right to left, 40-yard line on their own side of the field, 7:17 to go. This is just the 4th drive of the second half, the 2nd for the Indians. Wishbone formation this time for Hayes High. It's a handoff. Keith Dryden jukes a move to the right, now gets spun around to his left, but he's going to gain about 4 yards on the play from the 40. They'll mark him shy of the 44 to the 43-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 44, gain of 4 for Keith Dryden, who has 55 yards on 9 carries.
Dawson Whiteley on the tackle, the nose guard, who's one of those starters that's still in the game for the Abilene Cowboys. Cale Maiden still in there. Sam Burt still in there in the game.
Indian football from the 44-yard line. Wishbone once again. 2 tight ends, handoff Blackman. He's going to burst through a hole, get a first down just across midfield in Abilene territory, and it's a gain of 7 yards on second down and 6.
You're right, he burst through the hole quickly. He hit the line of scrimmage very quickly to find the open hole.
Indian football brought to you by Carico Implement, Home Steel Siding and Windows, G&L Tire and Automotive, Advanced Insulation and Coatings, APAC, KG&G Customs, and Eagle Communications, our community connected. 6:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Hayes High down 38-7. Their lone touchdown, a 49-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Brown to Keith Dryden. Wishbone once again. Indians double tight. Keeper by Hunter Brown gets tackled. Pad level, but picks up 2 yards to the 47.
Yeah, but now the Hayes High Indians on the 8th play of their drive. They've held the ball for over 4 minutes at this point. Again, against some of the quite a few of the starters still for the Abilene Cowboys. This Hayes High Indian offense has shown some positive things tonight. They shown some positive things this summer. This season they just haven't been able to put a consistent game together, except for really Wichita South, probably their best game all season long. Then of course the win at Liberal.
There are 14 possessions of the first half, 4 right now in the second. Handoff, Isaiah Blackman up the middle. He's going to drag 2 defenders to the 40-yard line. And again, positive yardage on first down, positive on second down, sets up third down and short as he gets to the 40-yard line, 3rd and 1. And not even quite a full yard for the first down. 3rd and about a half yard again. Indians are 3 for 4 in the second half.
Hazlett comes out of the game for the Abilene Cowboys really in there inexplicably. When you're up 38-7, you still got a big game next week against Bueller to play. You wonder why Hazlett's even in there on defense at this point.
Hope for not having a Friday Night Lights episode. I formation. Betts splits out to the left. Brown on 3rd and 1. He's going to hand it off to Keith Dryden. Fumbles the football. Now he picks it up. He's at the 30 and gets taken down at the 24-yard line. He fumbled, picked it up on his own, and is going to gain yardage for a first down to the 24.
Boy,
why not?
An advantageous fumble that you really don't see on natural grass very often, where that ball came straight back up into Keith Dryden's hand as he was able to pick it up. You see that kind of thing on an artificial surface from now to then, but on true grass you don't see that, but a perfect bounce back up into Keith Dryden's hands.
Keith Dryden, 68 yards now, leads the Indians rushing on 10 carries.
Really the kind of break that the Hayes High Indians really haven't gotten all season long.
Yeah, they needed it earlier tonight, huh? Handoff to Markley, right side, second career carry, and he slips in the dirt as he was about to cut up the field. He'll gain yardage to the 19-yard line. His first carry of his career was a fumble. That one a gain of 5 yards.
And there you see what natural turf does for a team that's not used to playing on it. It is hard to get your traction on natural surface when you're not used to playing on it. When you're used to playing on artificial surface where it's much easier to cut, you make the transition to natural turf, and it's difficult, and Markley saw it.
Little cloud of dust popped up off the field as he was making his cut up the field, and had he successfully made that cut, Markley might have been standing in the end zone. Timeout, Hayes High, first of the second half. Hayes High trails in this football game 38-7, 4:26 to go in the game. Homes by Cornerstone is donating $25 for every Hayes High touchdown to the Hayes High Athletic Booster Club. Indians will have one final game remaining. Great Bend is trying to lock up a playoff spot. They lead Salina Central in a shootout 42-31 over the Mustangs in Great Bend. At the end of 3, Russell leads TMP 13-0. Your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update powered by Hayes Kalon. The green grass you won in the spring starts with spraying in the fall by Hayes Kalon. Call Kirk Maskus 623-0674. Second down and 5 for the Hayes High Indians from the 19-yard line. Long drive for the Indians. An advantageous fumble that bounced into the hands of Keith Dryden netted 14 yards. On 3rd and 1, Hayes High in the second half is 4 for 5 on third down, and since starting 0 for 3, including 1 at the 2-yard line, they are 6 of their last 7. Here's a handoff. Isaiah Blackman Sr. gets hit hard, driven backwards, and he'll gain nothing, setting up third down. They'll give him a yard, apparently, to the 18-yard line. Third down and 4.
That time the Abilene Cowboy defense looking for the run up the middle, and that's exactly where it was going. Stop that play for no game. It's now 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
And inside now of 4 minutes to go on this snap, 3rd and 4. Jordan Betts, wide receiver right. Straight I formation with a pair of tight ends. Indians on 3rd and 4. Brown under center. Turns hands off to Keith Dryden. Makes a man miss. Bounces out to his right. Cuts up the field at the 10. And he'll go down near the 5-yard line. First down run for the Hayes High Indians. Keith Dryden, he will pick up 14 yards on the run. And the Indians convert on 3rd down again.
Tell you what, I am impressed with the play of Connor Winter, the sophomore. He pulled again that time and picked up a blitzing linebacker who was coming in and was easily going to make that play a tackle for loss, but Connor Winter picks him up, allows that play to go for a first and what now is a 1st and goal.
Jake Gahn at the right tackle on this 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff Isaiah Blackman, the senior, tries to power his way to the end zone. He'll be taken down after a 2-yard gain to the 3.
Well, last time the Hayes High Indians were in this situation down near the goal line with a first down, it didn't turn out so well. They didn't get into the end zone. They injured their quarterback, so they'll see if the Hayes High Indians can make a little bit more success with the play.
And it was at this same end zone that it happened at. Indians down 38-7, trying to tack another one on the board here at the end of the game.
Now under 3 minutes left in this game.
Blackman will come out. The fullback this time will be Dylan Schmidberger, who scored his first career touchdown last week. 2nd and goal from the 3. Handoff to Markley. Bobbles it for a second. Gets near the end zone and then flung down to the dirt as he is taken down by Parker O'Neill. He'll be taken down at about did he even pick up a yard? He did not. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 2. They'll give him a yard. Three carries tonight for Markley. 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line for the Indians. This is the exact situation that the Indians opened the game with. Schmidberger, the fullback. Keith Dryden's the tailback. Power I formation with a pair of fullbacks. A turn and handoff to Keith Dryden. Tests the left side. Dives for the end zone. Does he get in? No. 4th down as Dryden comes up about a half-yard short of the of the touchdown, and again, exactly like the first drive of the game, the Indians have 4th and goal from the half-yard line.
Down marker showing 1st down. The just hasn't been adjusted accordingly to show 4th down
and
1.
Timeout, I believe, Hayes High. Well, this is odd and a bit eerie as we get 8 days away from Halloween. Hayes High started the ball game in a similar fashion as far as having the ball 1st and goal inside the 10. Got all the way down to the 2-yard line on 3rd and goal. Couldn't score from the 2. Did not here. And now 4th and goal from a half-yard out. Can the Indians punch it in? Kind of eerie, to tell you the truth.
I'll tell you what, Hunter Brown's had good success running this offense here from really the 2nd quarter when he came into the game. Now through the whole 2nd half, he's had some success on moving this ball in. So you think he's got a pretty good chance to get him. Abilene Cowboys have begun substituting in players into their defensive line. So you got to think the Hayes High Indians have got the advantage here with 4th and less than a 1.
You know, I would imagine Hunter Brown be the quarterback in the season finale against McPherson. So 4th and goal from a half-yard out. Indians down 38-7, trying to tack one on here at the end of the game. Delzite will come up and palm the ball. Power I formation. Blackman, Schmidberger are the fullbacks. It's a handoff. It goes to Keith Dryden. Bounces left. Dives for the end zone. Did not get in. And the short. Indians twice from 4th and goal do not get in this ball game from a half-yard out.
16 plays on this drive, Dustin. I've got 16 plays where the Hayes High Indians bring it all the way down the field, starting at their own 11-yard line, and they fall just short of getting it into the end zone. With 1:32 left, this game is likely going to end with a score of 38-7.
Well, and that's 2 touchdowns that the Indians could have and should have had. You're looking at a 38-21 ball game, but also the momentum of what that first touchdown would have done tonight.
I'll tell you what, there's just a lot of pride here in Abilene. You know, Abilene's not unexperienced in football. They won state championships in 1978, went undefeated in 1978.
And a late penalty somewhere for the Hayes High Indians moves the ball out to the 16-yard line.
Cowboys won the state championship again in '87 under Coach Paul Dennis, and now this field here at Cowboy Stadium is named the Paul Dennis Field after their successful coach who brought them 2 state championships. Now Coach Simpson looks to be taking the Abilene Cowboys back to the playoffs after quite a drought.
Handoff in the backfield, and we'll check to see who it is in a moment. There's about 5 white jerseys over there making the tackle on the Abilene Cowboy. Running the football.
16 plays.
That was still the starting tailback, Trey Bender.
16 plays, taking it nearly 90 yards down the field, and you're unable to punch it in when you've got it first and goal.
Trey Bender loses a yard on the play inside a minute to go. Abilene will now bring Trey Bender out of the game. And Hazlett will come out as well.
Well, Hazlett's lined up as a wideout.
Oh, he is. Playing with fire here a little bit. Trick play on the final moment. Here's going to be a handoff. It's going to go to the fullback. It is Parker O'Neal with the run up the middle and a gain of 10 yards.
32 seconds left. There's going to have to be one more play in this game.
Coming in for the Cowboys, Bobby Miller, a senior running back.
Unless they stall long enough to down the ball, which they did. There's now 20 seconds left with the ball set. So
will
Abilene
Abilene
does not even need to run a play.
And they do not appear interested in doing so. Hayes High is going to fall on the road in Abilene by the final score of 38-7. And Kurt David, a game that looked to start with so much promise, it's going to end up with some heartbreak, and this is a tough one to field for this Indian program.
Well, it is, but there's a lot of pride here. Again, we talked about it earlier. This Abilene Cowboy team has made quite a comeback these last 2 years. Again, they were repeat champions in North Central Kansas League. The whole city of Abilene is out here to support them tonight because they sensed that if they won tonight, they were going to guarantee themselves in the playoffs and play ball in November in Class 4A, and that's exactly what happened here tonight. The Hayes High Indians showed promise from time to time, but it's just been a long season, a lot of injuries. There's a lot of tired players on the field, having to do a lot of substitutions, and it's like the season never really got going for the Hayes High Indians. They saw success on the road at Liberal. They saw success on the road at Wichita South, but beyond that, it's like the offense couldn't put a consistent game together, and just some mental breakdowns with turnovers and inconvenient penalties all season long really seem to have hurt the Hayes High Indians.
Final score 38-7. Hayes High falls to 2-6 and 0-2 in district play. The Abilene Cowboys, now back-to-back NCKL champions, are 8-0, 2-0 in districts, and coupled with a Buhler win, will be heading to the 4A Division I playoffs. For Hayes High Indian football, I'm Dustin Armbruster.